3 Cal Saver. The tools needed: pry bar, block, impact, 3/4 inch socket, 7/16 inch wrench, 9/16 inch wrench, and socket. So you put the block under the base to loosen up the bolts around so you can slide the pipe in. You put your 7-foot pipe in. You just kind of have to wing it on how far to put in until you get your scratcher assembly put together. You got top bracket, chain, wick roll, bomb insert, and your long spring all in the rubber tub. Depending on where you got it, you might have to also curtain your unit, which there is another video on how to curtain it if you do not know how to do that. So I always start with putting the wick roll inside the chain. The taped end goes in first and into the boot of your chain. And then you'll want to go through and check and make sure there's no kinks or anything in the chain itself. Because if you put it together and you notice there's some that are like folded over, you have to completely take it apart to get those out. And now you attach so the top bracket goes through your wick roll cap and the chain attached to the J bolts there. Then your top bracket hooks onto your top collar, which is about 6 to 8 inches from the top. Then your long spring hooks to the boot of your chain, then the bomb insert. And this is where you figure out how far your pipe needs to go in. And then you tighten up that bolt with 3/4 inch socket. Then you'll want to move the block down towards the end of the pipe for getting your scratcher assembly put in. You use your pry bar and it goes through your bomb insert and into the pipe. Then remove your block. Now the feed wick assembly for your scratcher. I always put a little bit of grease on it, make it easier to get it into the tank. The end with the wick sticking out is what goes into the tank. And then I use that hog ring as a guide about how far to put it in. And then you rotate the tank as you're feeding the feed wick into the top bracket. You just have to shove that hog ring into the bracket itself. Then make sure the feed wick gets into the wick roll. Then you hand tighten those bolts and you finish tightening with the nuts. You don't want to over tighten those bolts just because they can go through the T-nut. And then your 5-foot legs, just loosen up that bolt, slide them in right past there, then tighten it back up, go on to your next 5-foot leg. Now your walkway and arm, loosen that up, swing it around, and you just want your tank to clear your tallest animal, so there's not any set height for that. Then you would untie your curtains. This is how you set up your Easy Way Complete Cal Saver.